So Mark, what have you found are the things that a CEO really needs to think about when they're approaching business excellence and wanting to put in place these principles in their organisation?
Well, it's a big topic. Business excellence covers a lot of ground, as you can imagine. How do you run a world-class business is what we're talking about. But it seems to me that there are three themes you absolutely have to live by if you're going to make it successful in a small to medium enterprise.
Yes.
Number one, you've got to simplify the hell out of this stuff in order to make it digestible for a small to medium enterprise. So simplify is the first theme. The second theme is, given that it's a systemic problem and you've really got to attack the whole system to make it work, you have to have an integrated approach. So some sort of framework that ties it all together. And the framework that I use is a simplified version of the world's business excellence frameworks. The European for Quality Award, the Baldrige Prize from the United States, Australia's Business Excellence Framework, all of that put together, but simplified down to 5 prerequisites. And then the final thing is, once you've got it simplified and integrated, you better do it in the right order.
Yes.
Because my experience is if you do it in the wrong order, you lose half your audience. You've really got to keep everybody on the track, step after step, and know exactly where you're going and how to put the whole thing together. And then do it within about 12 months to launch the whole thing, and you've got a really good chance of making it stick.
So make sure you get the shared strategic vision right before you look at the processes, before you look at how you're going to measure those processes, before you then try to capture it and communicate.
What you're talking there are the 5 prerequisites for excellence. So with customer focus as the overriding philosophy, which makes sense, it's common sense, and as someone once remarked, common sense ain't that common.
Yeah.
But with customer focus, you have to have a shared strategic direction so that everybody's going the same way. That makes sense for excellence. Then you have to have process design and improvement so that you can implement your strategy through the processes of the business and reap the huge benefits that result from doing process improvement. The third prerequisite, and these are strong words, prerequisites, is that you have to have performance measurement and feedback around your strategy for how you're going to change the business and your processes for how you're going to run the business. There's nothing else left when you come to KPIs. They've got to fit into either of those two categories. And then the fourth prerequisite is knowledge, capture and leverage, which is important today because of 3 revolutions that have happened. Firstly, there's the whole technology revolution, something about which you know a lot. The whole IT space has been a revolution in the last 60 years, and over that time we've also got globalisation coming at us right, left and centre. It's another revolution causing us to focus on knowledge transfer and knowledge capture. And then the final thing which sneaks up on us is that we're getting more and more mobile workforces, which means that more and more people are taking their knowledge with them when they leave the business. And that only leaves the one prerequisite out of the 5. And the last prerequisite has been around for 5,000 years, which is the leadership and the management of change.
Yes.
And change is always difficult in organisations, and we separate those two things. Leadership essentially is emotional stuff, like vision and values, and the management is clinical stuff, like not running out of cash.
Yes.
And you need a good balance between leadership and management. So there you have it. They're the 5 prerequisites for excellence in any business. And that's what all of my work is involved with in the internet space as well as in the consulting space for the last 37 years.